Welcome back to Focus on 5, where we are celebrating 70 years of WNEM TV5. Please enjoy this look back at TV5's rich history and legendary broadcasters who have made us who we are today.
This is a story you saw first here on TV5 tonight. Team coverage of the quick police response in Isabella County that brought a peaceful end to a dramatic manhunt.
This all happened today in the tiny community of Wademan, northwest of Mount Pleasant, which is in Isabella County.
Now, this all began as a routine traffic stop. A van pulled over by police and searched. 2 people arrested at the scene for outstanding warrants. A third person still inside the van then opens fire on police. Police return the fire. They hit that suspect. He takes off, leading to a massive manhunt on the ground and from the sky. Police say they pulled that van over in the first place because it matched a vehicle that had been used in a rash of break-ins in that area. Now, this is not the first time the tiny community of Wademan had to respond quickly to a shooting. It happened once before. A man opens fire at the Isabella County Courthouse parking lot. It killed 3 people. Police say the suspect, Thomas Went, then barricaded himself inside his Wademan home, held police at bay there for nearly 5 more hours. Went's trial in Isabella County scheduled to begin December the 9th. So here once again is what we know about the situation in Wademan. An early morning traffic stop turned into an all-out search for a shooter. 3 school districts in the Mount Pleasant area had to be closed as a result of this, as police used a helicopter and search dogs to scour the area for the suspect. Tonight, 3 people are in custody, one of them the alleged shooter. Tonight at 6, we'll head back to Mount Pleasant for another live update. We'll also tell you more about what led police to these suspects, as well as a behind-the-scenes look, if you will, at the well-coordinated police response that really helped bring today's events to a peaceful conclusion. One of Wayne County's high-profile executives is under the microscope tonight. FBI agents and state police searched the Detroit offices of Executive Ed McNamara today. Search warrants say the FBI is looking for records of political campaigns and fundraising. McNamara says he's perplexed by the whole thing and is cooperating. The FBI investigates overcharges by a company holding a parking lot concession at Metro Airport. That is what they're looking for, evidence tied to that. Police in Indonesia say the chief suspect in the Bali bombings has confessed not only to that blast, but also to church bombings 2 years ago. And the suspect also claims to have been in on the planning of more terrorist attacks. The NATO members almost got out of Prague without incident. Just hours after President Bush left, 2 protesters, there you see them tossing tomatoes at NATO Chief George Robertson at a news conference. They missed, but they certainly got his attention and the attention of the media. By the end of the conference, by the way, the NATO conference, 7 former communist countries had been invited to join the alliance. The expansion was opposed by Russia. Budget deficits in Saginaw Bay and Genesee counties have stretched law enforcement teams to the max. Some departments are facing layoffs and other sorts of cutbacks, but police in one city have come up with a creative way to counter their budget trouble. Stacey Case takes a look at that. Another important step for America's space program. Tonight, NASA is scheduled to launch the shuttle Endeavour and onboard the first Native American in space. His name is John Bennett Harrington. Crews and NASA, by the way, think they have worked out all the bugs after a couple of big problems this week scrubbed one of the launches. The goal of this mission, take a 14-ton segment to the International Space Station. Liftoff is set for 8:15 tonight. Now, if you were alive, you probably remember precisely where you were on this day 39 years ago, the anniversary of the assassination of JFK. New pictures of that fateful day being released. The film shows the president's motorcade minutes before the shooting as it turns from Harwood onto Main Street in downtown Dallas.